What's up? It's your boy DaVerseOfficial back again with another banger. Literally another banger. Banged up, broken RC car. Let's get into it. So yeah, once again, first things first, sick once again. I don't know what it is with this Texas bipolar weather. It's hot one minute, cold the next, sinus all jacked up, sneezing, coughing, feel like I have COVID-79. Anyways, on a serious note, update on the RC car. So I ran it only twice, and I've heard a few people say, you know, when you get these EXBs, go ahead and tighten up all the bolts, just do a run through. The average person isn't gonna know to do that, and they're just, you know, when you get these EXBs, not the rollers, but the RDRs, ready to run trucks, you just basically ready to bash, you know. It's common knowledge, I guess, for a lot of RC people just to, you know, go ahead and make sure everything is tightened down, bolts, because you don't know who put together the car at Arrma or Horizon or whatever RC you have, Traxxas or anything like that. So just for safety purposes, to go ahead and tighten things up, because some bolts may be loose when you're ripping and you end up losing stuff or breaking things prematurely. But like I said, I ran it a couple of times, and the first time I ran it, it was awesome. The second time I started hearing a clinking noise and I was wondering what that was. So of course, that's where the headache began. You're not able to just know exactly where the problem's at until you start taking things apart. So a lot of people in forums and also YouTube videos that I've ran across and looked up and researched and got numerous headaches on said basically the back diff case to change that out. So I went ahead and changed it out with the hot racing. I still have to get this part right here. It's blurry, my bad. I have to get that and change that out. So I went ahead and changed out the diff case on that and put the car back together. Same noise, still hearing the clicking. So the next option was to go ahead and check this center differential and then also the front. So I was like, before I even take the rest of it apart, and also when you get the hot racing one, it only comes with half of it, which is like so. And you usually would just use your plastic one. I don't know why Hot Racing didn't just sell the piece together where it's one whole set, but like other people have said, you get half of it and then you have to purchase the other half of it. So yeah, these things do get pricey. I can't even say it's worth the money because there's cheaper options out there. I just went with what I've used before. I've never bought this before, but I've always bought Hot Racing, you know, heat sinks and fans and stuff like that. But to spend that kind of money and that kind of money for one set, there's cheaper options out there. I'm just telling you that. Not hating on Hot Racing. I love it, but we'll see. Once I put this back together, and if it breaks, I'm then gonna hate it. But yeah, anyways, I went ahead and replaced the plastic one with that. Problem still lied there. I went ahead and took apart the front. As soon as I took apart the front, I'm gonna turn on the flashlight so you guys can see this. This is what I noticed. Gunk, everything all inside of here. I'm gonna have to take all of this apart, clean it all out, and that's why I purchased that one right there for the front, as well as this, because I'm gonna go ahead and change the diff case, and well, actually the differential plastic to this Arrma one. I was gonna get a Hot Racing one, but it's like, let me go ahead and get this one. I ordered a couple more on Amazon because my local hobby shop didn't have it, so I'm gonna change out this front one, the rear one, and the center one, just to have all metal. If I'm taking this whole thing apart, might as well do it right. What am I saying? Do it right or pay it twice. So basically where my problem lied at was this. And this is why it's important to always make sure that your bolts and everything is tightened down. I noticed that this bolt and that bolt and that one wasn't tight, and I was leaking, you know, fluid all out of here. Just the grease was leaking all out of there. And with that, when this isn't meshed up all the way against that correctly in the teeth, start just chipping away. So every time you can see it, it was horrible. They just broke off all in there, and I'm glad I didn't run it hard. And when I noticed it, it wasn't popping wheelies, it wasn't doing anything, it was losing power, everything. So bashing, you know, this is new to me, so I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect RC person. I'm learning as I go. But yeah, these parts are expensive. Just for this to buy a new one, it's like 79 bucks. So I was like, I'm not doing that and replacing it to have the same problem. So that's why I purchased 3 of these. There's one right here, waiting on the 2 from Amazon. And then I also bought this gear right here, the GPR, oh my god, I can't even read, GP4 4310. Ordered that on Amazon. That should be coming tomorrow, or actually Tuesday. So yeah, I'm gonna have this new, put that casing in there as well. I'm literally gonna take everything apart myself like I used to do with my Infractions and my Felony. I'm gonna take every single bolt apart, Loctite, you know, everything that's metal on metal, nothing that's metal on plastic, of course. But I'm gonna go ahead and Loctite everything, retighten everything. That way I know nothing is coming loose. I basically put this car back together, and hopefully it will all be perfect. So this is for the EXB model, the GP4 4310, brand new. So yeah, that's what I was waiting on, so I can go ahead and get the rest of this taken care of and done. Also, with upgrading this, well, the other one for the hot racing, look at the little headache I had, and I'm going to have. So just make sure when you guys get screws or screw them in, yeah, don't screw them too tight. Or if you do, don't use the factory screws that are in there, just use some better ones. I'm probably gonna have to go to Home Depot and get some better screws once I drill this out, but this is gonna be a headache. It's been a headache for me. I've been working on this for a day and a half, trying to get this broken screw out of here. Went to the hobby shop and they're like, good luck trying to get that out. You're gonna need a bolt extractor. Yeah, so I'm gonna have fun with trying to get that out, but I don't quit. I'm gonna get it out. So yeah, I got my 100K diff fluid for the center. I'm just gonna put it back factory, as well as this one is supposed to be 10K, I believe, for the front and back. All they had was 15K, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use that. All right, I got some of the differential parts cleaned up, and here are the other half of the differential parts. So thought I can use these, but I cannot use those because the EXB models are a little bit smaller and these are a little bit bigger. So yeah, that was a waste of time. So just for you guys out there that have the EXB 6S Outcast or Creighton, trying to change out your differentials from the plastic to the metal, this exact model number is not gonna work for you. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and return these 2 back to Amazon, return that one back to my local hobby shop. So in conclusion, finally got everything put back together. You guys probably noticed I didn't put the wing back on just because whenever I was bashing, like other people have had that same problem where the wing just pops off, the screws come off. So I'm just gonna have to put some longer screws on there. But for now, since I'm still learning to bash this thing, I was like, just keep it off. I don't want to feel like hunting for screws and bolts and stuff like that. But anyway, long story short,
Got the front diff gear case put on there, as well as the rear. As far as the differentials themselves, I went ahead and shaved them down just like I showed in the pictures. As far as the diffs themselves go, I had to add shims to them because the teeth weren't meshing up correctly how it should have been. It was leaving too much of a gap, and I didn't want to run into that same problem that I had before with the teeth all grinded up and fluid leaking out and all that. But yeah, I got the diff fluid and everything changed. As far as the gaskets, that was the major headache, trying to get more gaskets for the differentials themselves whenever I put them back together. So I went ahead and went to Walmart and got this gasket maker. I'll go ahead and leave a clip of that on the left side right here where you guys can see, and the price of that, where you can go ahead and pick it up from Walmart. But they had other cheap options, but I just got a little more expensive one just because I don't want to take apart these diffs again. But enough rambling on. Yeah, go ahead and pick that product up. So far so good. I'd go ahead and put a bash clip in here today, but can't record because it's raining and wet outside, and I like my car to stay clean for now until I start really bashing up with dirt and sand and ant piles and stuff like I used to with my Creighton. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I'll go ahead and leave links in the description if you guys can't find the products that I used in this video. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get this bash video done maybe at the park instead of just out here in the front. But stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell notification to keep up with all the updates. I try to upload as soon as possible, as quick as I can, but it's kind of hard because, you know, I got a life. I'm not just on YouTube all day. But yeah, I got to start posting more often to keep you guys up to date, and I'm very diverse. I do a lot more than RC, so yeah, you'll be having a bunch of random videos coming soon. But yeah, appreciate all the support, and yeah, see you in the next one. Side note, got the wing mounted back on there. Went ahead and put washers, 2 washers that came with my stand on there, and longer screws, so hopefully the wing doesn't come off. Now, see you in the next one.